Hey everyone, welcome back. If you've been navigating your own awakening lately or trying to find your own footing alongside the people in your life, you know the energetic terrain right now is incredibly busy and loud. Today I pulled the Two of Earth for our present energy. It's that exact feeling of balancing more than one thing, juggling multiple demands. Hi, Chesapeake. That's my horse um, whinnying. um, the Two of Earth is the exact feeling of balancing more than one thing, juggling multiple demands, and trying to handle a potentially chaotic situation with grace. Maybe your time and attention feels scattered right now. The affirmation for us today is simple. I stay centered in the midst of many demands on my time and attention. But let's be real about what's handling things with grace usually looks like for us. Too often, it looks like staying in situations, relationships, or silent rooms where the energy is entirely unreciprocated. It looks like waiting around for someone else to finally match your desire, your clarity, and your truth. I recently had to draw a massive line in the sand in my own life. I realized that my desire to be with someone, to keep a connection alive, was becoming a reason to sell myself short. I was literally stepping away from my own joy and my own spirit, that sparkling light at my very core, just to accommodate their distance. Drawing that line means realizing that while you cannot change how someone else operates, you can choose to stop participating in your own depletion. Grace under pressure is fine, but there comes a point when juggling a stagnant situation just isn't worth your energy anymore. You have to choose the light inside you over the silence outside you. The shift. We collectively are moving into the major Arcana 20, Awakening, Shadow Side. This card brings us face to face with a profound, undeniable truth. There comes a day when the risk to remain tight in the bud is more painful than the risk it takes to blossom. For a long time, many of us have accepted those stagnant situations because staying tight in the bud felt safer than the raw risk of fully blossoming on our own. But staying small is just an old survival mechanism. It's choosing from a place of dysfunction. The 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 actions to avoid is the Two of Fire shadow card, where we're told to avoid the card we're told to avoid today is the Two of Fire in its shadow. It warns us, avoid choosing from a place of dysfunction. Sometimes no is the best response. Find your place of power and act from there. When someone else chooses to operate from fear, defense, or dysfunction, your only responsibility is stop trying to balance their chaos. You don't have to carry the weight of their absence or build a home in their silence. Taking responsibility for yourself means finding your own place of power and standing there, 100% unmoved. Sometimes a fierce, sovereign no to a stagnant dynamic is the highest act of love you can offer to yourself. The Resistance, the shadow on the ground. Oh, but that's not a card. That's just, okay. But here's the catch. When we finally decide to stand up and blossom, the old fear kicks in. For many of us, we learned a very specific rule when we were young. If I shine too bright, someone else gets hurt. If I win, someone else has to lose. So we hold ourselves back. We limit our growth to the boundary of what makes the people around us comfortable, trying not to outshine them. That fear is what I call the shadow. And the truth is, that shadow isn't going anywhere. She is a part of us. But when you stand directly underneath the sun, when you fully own your wisdom and your frequency, that shadow becomes completely flat on the ground and beneath you. She doesn't block the light anymore. Your growth doesn't diminish anyone else's path. It expands the perimeter of what is possible for everyone. And then the child of air is our actions to take. So how do we navigate this today? We embody the child of air. We bring fresh, lighthearted, almost whimsical insight to these old situations. We stop treating our evolution like a grueling, somber test, and we just let it be right. Let it be light. I spent 50 years on this earth accumulating the wisdom I stand in today. And what I know for certain is that holding yourself back to the limit of someone else's comfort is not kindness. It's shrinking. Whether you are 25 and just beginning your awakening, or 50 and reclaiming your throne, rise. Let the shadows stay flat on the ground. It's time to breathe. Put down the balancing act and just blossom. Thank you for being here with me today. Let me know what in the comments where you're drawing a line in the sand today.